You got a fan on in the background, or is that just where you've
That's
got
me
the window
fan.
open?
That's me fan.
Thought
Sorry,
so.
I was getting ready to make sure we're live.
Alright. Well, let me know when you're about to go live and I'll mute
Right,
myself.
are we, the sound okay? You got me voice coming out?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we're on. Right. So, hello everybody. MC Koi along with me is...
Swordsman with a mouthful of ham sandwich. Sorry, folks. I'm running
Hello,
a bit
Mother
behind.
McCoy has joined the chat. And we're finally doing it. The Let's Play of Dark Souls Remastered. This will be a regular thing. Hopefully every Monday. I mean, why not? Manic Mondays. Everyone hates Mondays, so why not play Dark Souls on a Monday? With a touch of cheerfulness. So, yeah, we'll start the game. Now, this is on my channel, okay? Dark Swordsman already has
Hi, Mr. Swordsman.
My mother says, hi, Mr. Swordsman. He's mute his mic while he's eating. But yes, this is on my channel now.
Hello, Mother McCoy.
Dark Swordsman's already got a Let's Play of all three of the Dark Souls games. Halfway through Dark Souls 3, him and I were co-oping. Now, this one is going to be fully how I would do the Let's Play and have Dark Swordsman as the guest. So, let's get into it. New game. Now, enter my name. I always go for MC. And underline. And then Koi. My sex, that's none of your bloody business. Right, our class, we've got warrior, basically sword and shield, quite good melee attack. A knight is okay, yeah, he's more, basically an upgraded version of the warrior. A wanderer is kind of, I don't know, I'm wondering that myself. The thief is just a speedy character. There's no thieving in the game, or pickpocketing, or anything like that. A bandit is good. He's basically between the thief and a warrior, sort of. A hunter? No, really no. Just another type of fast warrior, could say. But the others, sorcerer knows basically sorcery magic. There are 3 different types of magics in this game. You've got your sorcerer magic. Pyromancy, there's the other type of magic that is flames. And clerics that have light magic, like heal magic, thunder spells, all sorts like that. And deprived is basically the weakest if you want to challenge. Though his stats does look quite good, though. It's all 11, where a lot of these have, like the main stats have 14, but other stats are like 8 or 9. So you pick your poison. I am choosing Pyromancy, because I reckon that's a really good class to start out with. Gifts. These are items that start you out in the game. Goddess Blessing is a one-use item that fully heals you. A black fire bomb is, there are 2 different types of fire bombs. You've got regular fire bombs and black fire bombs. The black ones are the most powerful. Twin humanities, I'll get into that later. Binoculars, we can find them at like near the beginning of the game anyway, so I'd say that's pointless. A pendant is a trading item, which I'll get into trading in a little bit. Master key is basically a key ring of master keys. You do find a master key later on, but it's only one use. This is a key ring of master keys. So you can open some doors that you would need its right key for, but master keys can get you in earlier. A tiny being ring. It's a ring, obviously, and it increases your HP by a little bit. And an old witch's ring, I have absolutely no idea what that one is. Maybe another trade item, I don't know. So we're going master keys. Or it just says master key, but it's a key ring of master keys. Right, my face, I do not know. How can I make myself any prettier than I already am? But I do know the hair. Got to have me ponytail, and I do have black hair, so, yep. What's this? Oh, yeah, physical means like your weight and all that. I'm basically large or very large in real life. To make myself a bit more look better, just go large. And the customise is you could do more in-depth things, which I'm not going to go through. I do not care about what I look like in these games. So okay, let's start. And we get a cutscene. Basically, there's only one. Oops, I didn't spoil.
From the dark, they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead.
That's just how I look like when I wake up in the morning, come on. You lost me now. Oh yes, we'll be getting that spell. Of course, Parmancy. It would say that no matter who you choose.
But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers.
No, that's the third game. And thus we have the Elden Ring. I've got to stop doing references, I swear.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
You're going to regret that. So here we are. We've got now controls. See that white light? If you walk up to it by pressing forward on the left analog stick, that's how you move. You don't use your D-pad. To turn the camera, right analog stick. Now, when you go over a white light, press X and on the PlayStation, and we get a dungeon key. That guy's going to be sorry for helping us out. And so yeah, to get items up, like that menu I just on, press the option button on the PlayStation controller to get this map up. First thing is browse your items. Second option, so you press left or right on the D-pad, or L1 or R1, whatever you want. Select over, then press X to enter whatever this is. Circle to cancel out. So, got the equipment here. I've got equipped already a straight sword halt, which is basically rubbish. Me headgear, armour, gauntlets and trousers, or pants, or whatever you want to call them. I'm going to call them trousers because that's how we pronounce it here. And so you want to change anything, headgear, press X, and it shows you all your headgear you've got. I've only got one. To just unequip something, go over to it, press the square button, and here we are, and Jesus! What a... Oops. Oh, I've fucked up here. Okay, I think I messed up there. I got a bit shocked because what I looked like when I pressed another controller.
What the hell did you just do?
I was pretending to like be shot because of what I look like here, but I accidentally pressed another controller and turned another controller on. So yeah, I got backfired from my own acting. So yeah, anyway, D-pad. You see where that picture of a flame? That's magic. If you have multiple magics equipped, tap up on the D-pad and it will change to your other magics you have equipped. We've only got one magic. Now to the right on the D-pad you see a picture of the sword. So press right, it will equip whatever other things you might have on there. The left side will be like other weapons or shield. The bottom is your items. So the D-pad will toggle to the next thing on the squares there. So let's get on with the game here. Go up to the door, press that. And got these on the floor. tutorials, but I will try and go over them. R1 is to attack. So this zombie here, I'm going to press R1. And now he's actually going to try and attack back. Now, I don't know what sign would say this, but if you press the right analog stick, R3, you will lock onto it. So, R1 to do an attack. Now, R2 is a strong attack. Basically, a lot stronger, but you hit slower. You like swing slower. So yeah, so with the analog stick to walk, and if you hold circle, you run. Now, there are some options to jumping. So let's see what this says. So yeah, this is the lock-on one. So it's R3 to lock on. Just do normal attacks. You got a stamina bar in the green there. So yeah, no, I didn't explain that. On the top right, you got a green bar. That's your stamina. Always keep an eye on that when you're fighting. Top right is the on the top left is the red bar is your health. Sorry, DK, I know the beginning's always the boringest part.
Oh, no, it's
So yeah,
fine.
we got bonfire. These are your checkpoints, you might call it, or base, or whatever. Right now, all we got is magic we can equip, but nothing else there.
There's one thing that MC Croy also fails to tell you all, and that is that this area he's doing right now is a solo area only.
Yes. Sorry there. That's this good reason why I've got a co-op companion. Here? He's my companion, I'm the boss. Speaking of...
Co-op companions on standby at the nearest possible co-op point.
Yeah. Now this boss, you can't fight him yet. Run in here, right? If you had the black fire bombs as your starting item, yeah, that can kill that guy. Otherwise, you're just going to deal like 1 damage to him. So yeah, and you, obviously you have the chance to skip this. But if you kill him straight away, he does drop a powerful weapon, but it would be pointless because there would be no way you can equip that.
No, that weapon would be the Demon's Hammer, I believe.
Yeah. Now here will always be a shield. Depending which class you've selected will be a different shield. So go over to equip. I know you can equip a shield with the same as your weapon, but I like to equip a shield on the other hand. So yeah. So to use your sword or whatever you've got equipped on the right side is the R1 normal attack, R2 heavy attack. Now if you have something on the left side like the shield, you press L1 or hold L1, you can shield yourself. If you press L2 with most shields, you do that, and that's a parry. We'll get into that, but it's more like an advanced technique parrying. Now, no matter what, not matter. I mean, depending what class you choose, you will get a weapon here that's a lot better than what we've got here. So, with the pyromancy, we got an axe. If you choose like what is it? A warrior, you'll get a sword there. So we attack this guy, keep pressing R1. Yeah, and we got a fog wall. You remember at the beginning when that guy dropped the body down and I said, you'll regret that? Well, let's go up these stairs and jump, fall down here straight away, because there's a boulder comes down the stairs. Let's go out and take this guy out first. I don't want him interfering. Right, he attacked me there. And the only way you can get into here is with that boulder. And here's that guy, he's been the one that helped us.
nearly here. Oh shit! I
So
completely forgot
yeah, you can
about
say
that.
yes or no. Doesn't matter.
MC, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I'm gonna have to love you a Navy, pal. I completely forgot I was supposed to be going to cinema with my brother. I've completely screwed up.
Gay. No, sorry, I meant, yeah, no worries, bud, no worries. I will carry on with the stream now to get as far as I can. But no, be with your brother, man. It's a lot better than doing this. Believe me, I wish I could do things with mine.
Yeah. Christ. What time? 5:15. I've got half an hour to get there.
Yeah, you get going, bud, no worries. Alright then, love you too, man. Oh shit, didn't mean to do that. You do that no matter what. If you just walk away, he's just gonna die. There's that, thing.
Yeah, I'll
Looks more
catch
like...
you later, MC.
Alright then, bud, no worries. It looks more like a giant bowling ball. Anyway, so, if we go over here, and yeah, it's back to where this is. I'm not going to go through there just yet. So, go into here. So yeah, with this stream now, hopefully I can just get out all the tutorials and then the co-op without me just talking away about controls and all that. Won't be in part 2, we could basically get straight to the co-op. Oh shit, right. Now, as soon as this guy goes to attack, press the L2 with the shield. And then it does that. Then go up to him, if you could. And you do a parry attack. So it's like a major attack doing that. Now, that item there we just got. Oh. And now I've got to get closer to him. That item we just got there, the pyromancy hand, or whatever it's called. That is how you cast pyromancy spells. You need this. If you were the sorcerer, you'll get a sorcerer's wand here. If you were a cleric, you would have got chimes here. If you were other characters, there will be nothing here. And you can get the pyromancy flame chimes and the sorcerer's stick later on in the game if you choose the other characters. So I like to put my pyromancy on my second slot on my right hand. So I'll move it to the right, and we got a flame. Now we can cast that fire spell, but we can only do it 8 times. And sorry, when that guy died, he gave us Ester flasks. That's what we used to heal ourselves. And he gave us a key as well to get up here. So I need to use one of them. So to use an item, you press a square button. There you go. Now I've got 4 uses of that. When you rest at a bonfire, the uses will go back up. So, and obviously that does also refresh your magic as well when you rest at a bonfire. Got a guy a bow and arrow, so just gonna walk past him. Now this is a bit more harder enemy. Yeah. And he's got a shield. Now some enemies can even have their own Ester flasks as well, so you gotta be careful. If they drink, they will heal. So you use one more of that, because now that we... Okay. Right, bloodstain. You see a bloodstain, that is another player who has died. And that's where that other player's soul is. We'll get into that like another time. This door's locked. Can't go in there until later. So you got all these signs. We are going to be fighting that big guy now that we're prepared. So, oh, another thing. Rolling or dodging. Circle button, while moving up, just taps. If you hold circle, you'll run. If you tap circle, you will do a roll. Right? If you don't do anything and just press circle, you'll do a back attack. You can combo back attack with, not back attack, step back, sorry. So tap circle, you step back, right? However, if you do a step back and then after pressing circle, press the attack button, you do this. That is a step back attack with circle L1, as I've got that in my L1 as my right hand weapon. Same with, oh no, it doesn't seem to work with L2, so it's only L1. So here's another thing, press triangle. You put your left-handed weapon, no, right-handed weapon and make it two hands so that you'll deal double damage, but you haven't really got block. If you have your weapon in two hands and press the L1 button, you can still block. It's not as good as doing it with a shield. Here's another technique. If you press forward and L1 at the same time, forward, that is with the left D-pad, no, left analog stick, you'll do a kick. Oh, hang back. It will kick. Kicks are for really enemies that are holding their shield up. It will put them in a parry stance if they're holding a shield. If they're not holding a shield up and you do a kick, it just makes them step back a little bit. Now, if you press forward on the left analog stick and L2, you will do a jump attack. The last tutorial I want to really get into is jumping. So if you run, obviously holding forward and circle, you'll run. But then while running, if you let go of circle and quickly tap circle, hang back, nothing happens because I have it set on another control. So let me just go into options a minute. Control. Oh, hang about. Oh, button settings. Here we go. So movement and camera. Button settings. Right, press left or right to move. The gameplay, right. So yeah, if what I've said is is too confusing for you, if you go to where the book is on there and go to button settings, it will tell you everything here. And you can, if you don't like the buttons the way they are, you can change them and make them what you want. Right, why is it buffering here? We're back now. So yeah, it is the best thing to do is to set it to L3. So walk forward, hold circle to run, and then when you're ready to jump, just click L3 while holding up on L3, and that's how you jump. It can be really devastating though, that there are some areas where you won't have much room to run, I mean, before. You can only jump while running. So if I tapped L1 while walking, no, sorry, L3, it's not doing anything. I'm getting the controls really messed up. I am really sorry if it confuses you. So now, that's out of the way, let's go into the fog. When you're high up and the enemy's high and down, roll up and press the attack button, you do a plunging attack. Right. we are dealing a lot more damage to this guy than we would have done with the that broken little knife or whatever. So, pyromancy. This guy is weak against fire. We just got put in a parry stance because his weapon dealt enough damage for our shield to put us in a parry stance. Yeah. So, luckily, he does not actually follow up with a parry attack. So, I'm going to press L1 plus R1. Ouch. Have a heal. Always keep your shield up with giant enemies like this. Yeah, roll out the way as soon as you can. And we got him. Now, as we fight him like this, we only get a big key and a buffering ring around my stream. And a humanity. Right. Now with a buffering ring. So we use that key. And there are some items around here. Right, around here. You got this. A soul item, that basically gives you some souls. I have not gone into souls yet because we couldn't do anything with them right now. So I will do when the time is right. Now here, got a crow's nest. This is the trading, like if you had that pendant. So what I want to do is do a trade. So this is for single players only. There are certain items you can trade here. One of them is the humanity. So you go into the item and don't touch your D-pad. I mean, analog stick while you're standing here because you could fall off and die. So go into the book, go to quick game, and yeah. Load back in. Yeah, I know, yeah. Continue. We'll just carries on when the last thing you play. And can you see that we've got a ring of sacrifice? That's how you do the trading. I will be doing most of the trading, if not all of them, during the gameplay, the let's play or whatever. So, rings of sacrifice are really good. You do not want to use them until emergencies, and I will be getting into that later on in the let's play, not in the stream.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to lords. Lordran.
The narration there, you can just ignore her. She talks bollocks. No, but I don't understand. And now we enter what's in my head, really, because people like this.
Since you're here, let me help you. There are actually two bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead
Yeah, most NPCs end up with laughing at the end. This is always what goes on in my head. No, I'm joking. But we had a humanity that we traded there. But if we go to this thing here, we get 3 more. Humanities, what they do, they are using item. If you use one, it will heal you fully. Is another healing item. But and you see on the top right, now it says 1. You can carry up to 99 or use the numbers up to 99. There is a very lot of benefits of having a lot of humanities with the numbers go up, because apparently it helps your resistance to most things. There's status effects like poison, curse, and obviously magic damage, physical damage, all that. If you have a lot of humanities in that number, it goes up high. If you can manage to get it up to 99, you are quite good defense against most things. But you use them in these bonfires. First of all, reverse hollowing. Make us human. There we go. Now, as far as I know, being hollow has one benefit with two bad effects. The benefit is, I think, I might be wrong, but I think your luck goes up a little bit more, meaning that enemies will drop items a bit more often. That's what the luck does. But the two bad thing is you're a zombie hollow, which you are weak against fire and light magic. Actually, it might resist dark magic, I'm not sure. Dark magic is something that we'll get into near the end of the game, especially DLC, which we will be doing. But, what was it? And also your actual defense is lower. So, yeah. You might, like I said, you might be more stronger against the dark magic, I'm not sure. But your actual physical defense, fire defense, and light magic defense is lower. And humans, well, yeah, they're just, but I'll just say, basically better. I mean, look at us, we're now good, yeah? I am so good that I'm actually going to put my helmet, hood back on. And if you talk to this guy after putting the helmet on, I'll tell you what my words today. If you talk to this guy after using humanity and being human, he will respond, "Oh, you're now human." But like most Let's Plays, I'm only going to talk to NPCs if it is worth it. Right. There are items to grab around here. So, we got the normal firebomb there. Now, this area is actually our main base. This area is. So, just to keep note that this is our main base. Right. There's an NPC here. So you want to talk to him. Talk to him again.
But I also want you to know that it is not meant in any way. Here, take this as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you.
Copper coin, a load of junk.
Oh, you again. Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you?
Yes, always say yes.
Very well. And first, a covenant with the gods.
Now, you got covenants on here. I don't know much about covenants, to be honest with you, but you can change covenants anytime. Any new covenants you join when you very first play this game gives you the achievement or whatever, so you might as well just join it. We are with no covenant at the moment. So saying yes and joining his covenant.
Only their ultimate effectiveness will be determined by your efforts and your faith.
Right, we can now, if he said no and not join, I don't think this will be up. So you could just talk to him, learn a gesture. That's the first thing, shrug. Go into gestures in a min. Enter his covenant in case you've gone out of the covenant, join something else but want to come back to it. Purchase items. This is what you use your souls for. Well, one of them is to purchase things. Your souls are used for two things, as your currency and as your EXP. So right now we can only afford this seek guidance. I have no idea what that is. So if we press left or right, we go to the next thing. Talismans. You need these in order to use miracles. This one's a lot more powerful than this one, I'm assuming, because of the price. So I'm not going to use any of that. Right. So let's go and collect some more items. So an item up here, another soul item. Well, if you use that, it will give you a certain amount of souls. Your souls are at the bottom right, by the way. I actually think was there another item or is there? Oh yeah, I know now. Right, now we're going to get to a little bit of a tricky part. You really do want to do this though. Jump down here. That's alright, it's just a little drop. You do have fall damage and instant death if you fall too high, no matter how powerful you are. There are just some instances that if you're falling too far, even if you've got unlimited health cheats active by any reason, if you're playing PC versions, or any of the Souls game, if you're falling down too far, you're going to die. So what we just got there, a homeward bound, homeward bone. It will take, if you use this, it will take you to the previous bonfire you have rested in. And the fire bomb is you throw it at an enemy, does fire damage. You've got your soul, humanity, complete useless. This, I have no idea what that is. How's it? Loses humanities and souls, but returns you to a bonfire. Basically, this item just kills you. That's all it does. Right, we've got a chest here. We actually picked up a talisman in the second chest, so we didn't have to buy one, and we got a morning star. Now with a weapon, no, what is it? So yeah, if I press the square button, you can see these sort of things here. Now on the right, sort of where on the bottomish area on the right, it says like a picture of a muscle, arm muscle that says 11, a hand that says 0, and then a line like a staff sign that says 0 and star sign that says 0. Those are requirements to use a weapon. Right, this morning star requires 11 of the arm muscle. That's your strength. The hand sign that says 0, that is your dexterity. The staff is your basic magic, or intelligence, and the star is your faith. So that in the min, all that stuff. Right, and round here we get a another item. Oh yeah, I've forgotten to mention this thing, Lloyd's Talisman. If you throw it at an enemy, or if you actually want to do PvP, there is PvP in this game. You throw that, it prevents them from using a healing, like the Ester flasks, for a certain amount of time. We got a cracked red eye orb. This is what allows you to go into someone else's game and invade them for PvP. This thing, actually, if you've got a co-op player, co-op only, you use this and it kicks them out of your world, puts them back into theirs. So that's something. If you've got a player that's not doing anything, just being a twat, then you can use that to kick him out. Now, over here, we are going to have these skeletons that are going to be rising. You want to run to the bonfire quick, because these are not the same skeletons we were fighting back at the asylum. That's what the first area, the tutorial area, I call are. These are a lot harder, a lot. So, what we want to do is run up here, right? There's the arse of that giant crow, wonderful. And then I am actually just going to run around here, right, and grab this item on the way. Roll down if you want, or just roll. And then run over here, rest at the bonfire, and it resets all the enemies. Enemies that you killed, enemies, they'll reset, respawn or whatever. Also, we had a, what was it? A little something happened just as we ran over here. That is the sun taking effect on your Ester flask, giving you an extra Ester flask. Right now, when we rest at this bonfire will give us 10 Ester flasks instead of 5, like the ones back at the asylum. But now and again, the sun will randomly, it's only a random thing, I don't know what triggers it or what, I just think it's totally random, will just all of a sudden give you one more Ester flask use. But the max is not 11 now. As soon as we go down below 10, it will go back to 10 if we rest at that bonfire over here. Now, there are other items over there. I am not going to be grabbing them now, because we have to go there later on, way later on. Now, the weapon that I've got, I am going to change to the Morning Star. Oh, hang back. No. Morning Star. If I press square, you see on the left side, right at the bottom, you got in blue 300 next to it's actually blood. What that means is this weapon has a can make enemies bleed. When enemies bleed, it's a huge chunk of health that they've lost. So if an enemy has a lot of health and you make them bleed, then they will a lot of their health will be gone. Now, the quick parry there. Weapons that have bleed effect are usually the best, I think. Right, we got him now. There were quite a lot of enemies. That is what the fire bombs are. Right. There's someone up here. We'll grab that item in a min. Got this guy. You don't have to parry if you don't want to. This game feels like the parry system's a lot easier than any other version of Dark Souls, any other Dark Souls game. This guy's not going to come up, so I am going to use that and nothing happens. Can't shoot it far enough. Hold my shield out. Right, okay. And now I'm going to use... Now if I walk down to the bonfire just to heal, these enemies will respawn. There's an item down there, I'm not going to grab that just for now. So I'll grab this soul there. When I say there's an item down there, I meant under the bridge. Right under the bridge down there. I'm not going to go there just yet. It's a ring of sacrifice that's there. I want to grab this, because if I was here and those enemies up the top were still throwing stuff at me, they could knock me off. So, what I'm actually going to do now is... Right, hang about. Rats. Rats, every time they hit you, even with a shield, they can inflict poison. You have a poison meter that will go up. Let me just check. Yeah, see? Now, if nothing happens, if you're not getting hit by poison, the meter will start going down. But every hit from a rat and some other enemies later on will build that poison meter up. When it's full, you're poisoned and will start losing health, but the meter will start going down slowly if you're poisoned, until the poison meter is gone, like it has if you're poisoned. Then it will eventually fade. There is items, there are magic spells that can, what was it, cure it, or rest at a bonfire, or die. Ouch. There's going to be a guy over it. One hint about Dark Souls, don't let your health get too low. Now there are items to grab around here, but oh yeah, by the way, if you manage to attack an enemy from behind, it will do a special backstab or back attack, like parry attacks, but from the back. Though parry attacks are more powerful than back attacks. No, back attacks are way more easier to pull off. Excuse me? I thought that the narrator said that all the dragons were dead. There is something I want to quickly mention. Like, there you go, here's the back attack. You are invincible during that as well. It's what they call iframes. And the letter I for frame is an initial for infinity. Infinity frames. There's a sign, I've never seen that before. Toggle to go and I have no idea what that is. You know, this is new. Anyway, I'm going to go and rest at this bonfire. Now we rested here. If we die, we just come back here. And see these enemies have respawned. I have no idea what this is. I mean, I've heard something about this grey thing, but... Oh, it's gone. Yeah, I had no idea what that was. I have to look into that one. Anyway, killing these enemies. So, now for the final tutorial bit before ending the stream, let's go into leveling up. This is also what you use your souls for. You got vitality that you can increase by pressing left. No, pressing right on the D-pad to increase, left to decrease. Can't go lower than its base, like its standard thing it's first with. Vitality increases your health. As you... I can't read that word, I'm sorry, I'm dumb. But this will actually increase your magic defense quite a lot, and will open up another slot if you get certain amount to your equipping magic. So we got 2 slots. See on the right, additional slots or whatever it says. Attunement slots. 2 out of 2. We go now. It says when it goes to a blue, it means if I made this level 14, this stat, we can equip 3 magic slots. If I made it go to 16, 4 magic slots. I'm not going to use it for that though. Endurance. This will increase your stamina, that green bar, and your equip load. I'll go in the equip load in a minute. Strength, obviously, is that, as you can see on next to it, it's very hard to see. But there's the arm muscle. The hand muscle, dexterity, basically are your attack strengths, right? Resistance gives you a lot more defense than most of the other stats. Intelligence increases your attack power of pyromancies or magic spells. But you need them to be up in order to use certain spells as well. Faith actually increases your Faith increases the effects, like the strength of faith magic. That clerics use, like magic, and obviously also the higher your faith is, the more different spells you can learn. Because some spells might say you need 20 faith in order to use it. So for now, I'm actually just going to be having 2 on dex and 2 on strength, so I can equip a bow and arrow for a bit later, leaving us with 750 souls left. Right, now when you equip an item, it can what was it? It could be heavy. Right now, these items are really these items are really light. Yeah, weight. It says that this helmet is 1.1 weight. Where would it actually tell me where my weight thing is? How much weight I actually have? I've forgotten. It's different in the other Souls games. So just bear with me a minute. If you press triangle, it shows you your stats. There's it, equip load. Right, under stamina, you got equip load. And the maximum equip load I have is 51.0. And without the helmet, I'm using up 10.9. Now, this determines, how you move. So, I'm able to do what they call a good old jump there. If I'm 30%, oh, just a minute. So yeah, any more weight, I think, then I will start doing a normal roll. And if you're 70% weight, that you're going to have to sadly figure it out yourself using your own maths. But when your equip load that you've got equipped is 70% between what you've got equipped and your maximum, you will then do a fat roll where you're really slow. And if you go over your maximum equip load, then you can't do any roll, and you're going to be walking really, really slow. And also, the less weight that you got equipped with armour, weapons or shields, That's what makes your equip load what you're wearing. It does make you run faster, walk faster. And one other thing, poise. There's a thing on here called poise. That is what your armour also can add. So you see here, got poise, 0, because my armour, I've got gives me no poise. What poise is less chance of you getting hit, knocked back, or even fall over. My voice is really going. There are some armour that you can get are really heavy, but really increase your poise, and you hardly ever get knocked back. Now, excuse me, just a moment, I'm going to have a quick swig of a drink, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now, let me show you about deaths, okay? So this enemy can kill me. I'm not going to let it. In fact, I am just going to fall down here. And I am dead. Now, all my souls and any humanity that I've had equipped will be where I died. You see a bloodstain? And the green light, that is where my souls and humanity would have been. You go up to it, press X, you get your the number up there, humanity, and your souls back. Now, this is something that Souls players hate, okay? I will show you what happens if you die and do not pick up your souls and die again. So, I'm not going to pick them up, okay? I'm actually going to go over here, right, over here, and die over here. I spent my souls, and I can't really do anything with what I've got left, so I'm free to do this. And I haven't got any humanity equipped anyway. So yeah, my souls here that had my 700 thing is over there now. However, if I didn't pick them up and I died again, I've got nothing because this is what I previously had. So those 700 are lost. If you don't pick up your first lot of souls, when you die, and you died before picking them up, you lose them. Let's see how that goes. So I just did that to show you all that. Now, resting at a bonfire, a new bonfire, right? Oh yeah, by the way, and every time you die, you go back to, you will be hollow as well. So, I'm going to use this, use the item, and you get a choice whether you want to use one or two of them. I actually want to use two. So, you can also use that to heal if you've got no Ester flasks. So, Kindle, when you go to a new bonfire, new bonfires are not kindled. What kindle a bonfire does is give you the extra 5 Ester flasks. And this would give me 10, refill it back to 10, but it's not doing anything, because it would refill it to 5, but I'm already over 5, so... Kindle... You can't kindle a bonfire while hollowed. So first of all, we use a humanity that we had equipped to make us human again. Then kindle. Now watch me Ester flasks. It's gone to 10 now. So now every single time we rest at a bonfire, this bonfire, because it's now kindled, give us the extra 5, and we'll always have 10. Now, next time when I'm doing this stream, in next Monday hopefully, it might not have to be a Monday if Dark Swordsman is Mondays is family time. But the next part, we will get on with some co-op and that. I'm changing the title of this when it's available to tutorials and all that. I'm not going to use it at all, but there's a little gift I want to give you on this game. A little cheat. I have got a tutorial video on the cheat, but I will show you that at the beginning next episode, though I'm not going to be using it. These ghosts are other players, by the way, that are playing at the moment as well. Take care, everyone. Peace and chicken grease. And I will see you on Friday with Final Fantasy VII, maybe. Maybe.